we are continuing our playthrough of Descent into Avernus. So, let's talk recap. Um, the party, after arriving in Baldur's Gate, was conscripted into the employment of the Flaming Fist, and they were tasked with examining the of first locating and then going through the Dungeon of the Dead 3, a hideout for the different cults of the gods of death and murder and destruction, and it was difficult. You found the location after talking with an informant in the Elfsong Tavern, and then after a very harrowing experience dealing with the cultists, you guys have just now managed to escape with your lives. After leaving the bathhouse and the hidden dungeon, you guys have found that there is a plot to overthrow Baldur's Gate, and that some of the patriarchs of the city, in particular the Van Thamper family, are responsible for the dead cult activity in the area. As you have been tasked with putting an end to the cult's activities, it's up to you to continue examining the Van Thamper family's involvement in the cult. And at the end of the dungeon, you met one of the Van Thamper's children, and he told you that he was an outsider. The family didn't like him because he was horribly scarred, and he told you that if you wanted more information, to investigate one of his brothers. And he gave you the location of one of the taverns that his brothers runs and frequents, which would be I totally didn't forget the name, the Low Lantern.
Low Lantern.
And he also told you that if not there, you could check out the Van Thamper family estate. And so that is where we're picking up today. You guys are just leaving the Dungeon of the Dead 3. Some of you are still severely hurt after your encounters there. I don't know why everybody's full health, haha. Some of you are still very hurt after leaving there, and now you have a decision to make. To the Low Lantern, or to the Van Thamper Villa? Or is there something else that you guys would like to do while we're still in town?
Right, head counts. We have the small gnome, the clown is back, dwarf, human. What's this?
Oh, that wouldn't exist.
It's not here yet.
Oh, that's not here yet. All right.
He literally just told you that.
All right. Do we want to take a quick break and patch up some of our wounds? At the very least, I think a bit of a rest is in order if we're going to get to any more fights today.
Maybe a wise decision.
I would agree.
How long a rest are we talking?
Well, for me personally, I would require but a few moments to patch up some of these scrapes. This one in particular down my arm is starting to, it needs to be looking at. But the rest of you, spellcastery types, a bit of a longer rest might be in order.
Well, after what went on, I mean, I could definitely use a nap, but I mean, time's a factor.
You did mention an inn that this person is supposed to be at his brother. I think that he said.
I have an idea.
Rest up. What's it?
We'll go to the inn, and you, Marcus, will keep watch while the rest of us go sleep.
Yeah, that did not require nearly as much time. It would be nice to get more of a rest, but at the very least, I think we could probably take a little bit of time, patch up our wounds, then go find this person at the inn, see what he knows, if he doesn't know.
We go to his inn. The four of us go get room or rooms, and then one of us stays and keeps watch for the guy.
Do we know what he would look like? Because I don't think he's going to look like his brother.
Now, the owner could possibly be someone easily picked out or asked about.
Does anyone know the Van Hamsters or whatever they were called?
Venthampers? No.
I don't-
Oh, yes, we
I
asked that.
take
Yes,
it we do not associate with high society.
I know.
Well, definitely not in this city. Alright, so the very least, it seems like we should probably go towards this inn. Do not pick a fight if you can help it.
So you're heading to the tavern, the Low Lantern.
Yes.
Because you guys keep saying inn. It's not an inn, a tavern.
Alright, so no rooms for rent?
Well,
Yep,
you can
it's-
find out when you
it's-
get there.
Ooh.
It's a tavern, so probably not.
60-40 chance.
Sigh.
So as you begin to head towards the docks where you know the Low Lantern to be, you can see it. It's an aging merchant ship that has been permanently docked on the east side of the harbor, and fog obscures the Low Lantern until you get within 100 feet, whereupon its tall mast and creaking bulk come into view. The converted ship has rigging but no sails, and is anchored to the wharf by thick chains. There is a wooden staircase that climbs from the wharf's edge to the main deck, and a lantern at the bow casts an eerie green light to signify the tavern is open for business.
But how many chains are securing it to the moor?
Like so many.
Big, thick ones. Well, that's certainly atmospheric.
Alright, barring a hurricane, I don't think we're going anywhere with this thing for a while. Alright, let's see what's inside. He's supposed to be the owner, I think he said.
I think so. Let's go out.
After you.
Right? As you approach the deck of the ship, you can see that there's really nobody hanging out at the top of the stairs. There's a couple ravens hanging out on the edges of the railing around the ship, idly picking at some things, corpses, small carcasses of creatures, and they kind of turn an interested look in your direction, but then they go back to picking at their meal. You can hear talking and laughter and noises of conversation coming from doors that lead down into the main deck.
Do we have any knowledge of like the reputation of this place? Is it like the rest of the city where like anything goes and
It's
bodies
the
pile up
rest,
and
yeah.
nobody cares?
It's still Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
You always watch
Alright,
where you go.
And as we go past, Alicia glares at the ravens. Like, I see you.
As Flynn goes past, he waves at them and smiles cheerfully.
One of the ravens pulls up its wing at you, almost mimicking the gesture.
That is not suspicious at all. Right.
Thorin readies his crossbow.
Which way is towards the interior?
Right there where you pinged. It's typical deck. There's another set of stairs. No, there's not. There's just one door there.
So let's go in. I do not need to stand here under Char's gaze any longer.
Okay. Marcus, as you go down the creaky steps into the forecastle of the main level here, you can see that there is light coming from around the corner from many torches and lanterns that have been hung around the inside. And as you turn the bend, you can see that there are tables scattered kind of haphazardly throughout the chamber. There is a bar on one end with several upturned barrels acting as makeshift stools. And beyond that, you can see several people scattered about here, drinking, playing dice, and mulling about. None of them seem to pay you any particular mind.
All right, not trying to draw attention to ourselves. Looking around. Marcus is going to head towards this table over here that looks like it just has a single human occupant. And then settle up and take a seat, since we do really need to take at least a short rest at some point.
Are we supposed to see names?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It defaults.
I don't think we're supposed to
So
really saturate
striding in, do we? Does it seem like people are getting served at their table, or does it seem like people are going to the bar and ordering it?
You do see a waitress moving about through the chamber. A middle-aged human female. She's dressed in somewhat noble attire, and she wears a captain's hat. And as she shuffles and bustles throughout the boat and serves people drinks and food, you could see people address her simply as the captain.
Okay. So yeah, let's head down, see if I can find a free spot. I'll head down.
So as you take your seat at the table here, you see the human kind of raises their head up and looks at you, and then they stand up, grabbing their ale, and they start to walk away.
Hi, I'm sorry, we didn't mean to disturb you there. What?
Very quite rude of you. Didn't mean to disturb me, but you saw that my table, clearly occupied, decided to take it upon yourselves to rout me out. How dare you?
Oh no, we're quite happy for you.
No, it's fine. I've already gotten up. I'll find somewhere else to sit.
Flynn just shrugs.
Yeah, there's no loss to us. All right, I think we should probably take a moment to catch our breath, and I need to look at this cat.
Look at what?
A cat.
He holds up his arm, where you can see there's like a clear gash, like down part of the back of his arm. He's like, I need to take care of this before I start bleeding onto the floor.
Cat. Yeah, do you need a hand at that?
Yeah, cat.
I should be all right. It's apologize if the accent is a little bit thick. It's been a long day.
Flynn will be, while waiting, will be idly taking small pieces of metal out of his bag and sort of cleaning them up and unhooking rivets and things like that, preparing it for what he's going to do.
It reminds me, actually, as he's like taking out some cloth and stuff. Jabber, was it? I believe.
Yes.
So, you were out for quite a bit until you started moving again. Of course, that's not even the same body. That was some weird stuff that happened down there.
If you say so. I don't really remember much of it.
As you guys sit and discuss this, the woman in the captain's attire comes over. Pleasure, everyone. How are you? I am Leirella, but most here just simply call me the captain. I'll be assisting you this fine evening. Is there anything that I can get for you?
Yes, if you have anything that is a very pure alcohol, I could probably use it to treat a bit of this gash here.
I'd quite happily take an ale and some food.
I would love a spiced cider if you have one.
And she looks over at you, Flynn. Okay, I think I have everybody's order. She looks over to the Kenku at the bar, and she holds up 3 fingers. She says, 3 rot gut ale.
Yeah, one size fits all, I see.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We have only the best of the worst alcohol for our patrons.
That'll work.
Sounds exciting.
She turns and points at Jabber. You?
I'm okay for now.
All right, I'll be back.
Thorn is gonna turn to the Kenku at the bar. Were those your children on deck? Very polite they were, even waved back.
He just tilts his head at you and clicks his beak a couple times.
May not be best to insult the person bringing drinks.
Alicia
one-
turns to Flynn. So did you get any good bits there? You've
it's
been
all- it-
collecting.
It's all good if you know what to do with it.
And what are you going to do with these?
Well, that's a surprise. Kind of turns and smiles cheerfully. Doesn't look like much now, but when it's done,
I'm very curious to see what you come up with. You've been tinkering on that for quite some time now. So, how do we want to go about finding the owner of this place?
Hmm. In most things, it's probably best to simply ask, at the very least, out of curiosity. Of course, she is referred to as the captain, and this is a ship. So, the barmaid probably knows.
Likely.
As if on cue, she comes over with several large mugs of a frothy liquid, starts handing them out on the table. Here you go. That'll be 9 copper if I count correct.
All right,
Okay.
I'll cover it for
have
now.
that.
I'll just
Oh.
toss a gold onto
you,
the
Marcus.
table and say, change if you don't mind. Actually, no, I could just throw silver. That would cover it. Silver, and then keep the change. Captain, is that your real name, or have you recently got a promotion?
she just told us not a moment ago that her name was Laria.
Oh, sorry, I was in the middle of rifling through my bag at the time. Uh, well, referring to her as the captain, then. So, my dear, just out of curiosity, as I've not encountered many ships that are also taverns and inns, who's the proprietor of this place? I don't see them in the room, do I? As he kind of like turns and just kind of casually looks around.
No. Emmerich likes to hang out in the deck down below. What business do you have with the boss?
Oh, me? I have absolutely no concern with them. Just curious. You were referred to as the captain, but you're not the captain. I am new to this place.
Emmerich owns the place, but I run the show here. Keep things going and make sure there's no trouble afoot. You're not here to cause trouble, are you?
Oh no! As he dips part of the cloth into the alcohol and just starts to dab at the large cut on his arm. I'm merely here to bandage up some scrapes I got from some of the roughs in the other parts of the city.
Yeah, somewhere without trouble actually sounds pretty good right now.
Oh, amen to that.
And Flynn's going to take a swig of the ale.
The ale, it tastes a lot like turpentine with a slight hoppy flavor.
That'll certainly put some hairs on an elf's chest.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's what we have in front of us anyway. I'm glad to be off my feet for a while.
Flynn will just go back to swigging the ale and cleaning up the pieces of metal. Oh, you don't happen to serve food here, do you, as well? Or is it just...
There's food. I can't comment on how tasty it is, but it is nutritious and filling.
Sounds like just the thing.
I believe what she is saying is it is very high in protein. Well, some of them are probably.
Well, it all depends, you see. We have just typical tavern stew, and she kind of points over where the kenku is, and you see there's a small, like, fireplace, a large cauldron, and you see the kenku just kind of reaches under the counter, and he's got a tray with some charcuterie on it, and different scraps of meat and vegetables. He just kind of dumps it in and stirs it a little bit. We just kind of throw in there whatever we may have on hand, and we'll just add to it throughout the day, so always a new taste.
Intriguing.
I'll have one of those, please.
I would like one as well.
I'll have stew.
Flynn sounds quite excited about it.
All right, so she, he just kind of nods. She's like, okay, that'd be another 10 copper for 2 bowls of tavern stew.
I'll cover this one, and I'll hand over a silver.
Okay, be back soon. She starts to walk away, and you see she stops at a couple other tables. There's a pair of drow who look remarkably similar, and she stops with them and goes off, and you see there's a Duergar hanging out by the door before she heads over to the counter and checks in on you. Says, so what are you doing here? Thorin? All right, excellent. Would anybody else like to do anything while we wait?
Well, I'm gonna say to the rest of the guys. So, if the gent that we're looking for is downstairs, I mean, how do you want to go about this? What do you want to do? We know where he.
Well, I've
What now?
professed no professional interest in this person, and honestly, I'm not exactly the dexterous type that could probably get down without catching eyes. As he sort of like shifts slightly, and you hear a rattle. So if you're going to go down there, it either needs to be overt or covert, or overt or covert.
And maybe while we're eating, we should watch and see if anyone else goes down and see what that looks like.
Regardless of what we do, I think we should probably take about an hour. And as he like lifts up part of his armor, I'm always discovering new cuts on myself at the moment.
Hey, none of you guys happen to have any dice or cards we can play?
Sadly, no.
Don't know.
Did
Kevin,
you
you
say
know?
dice? And you see someone clear across the bar stands up and sways for a minute. I'll play some dice.
You happen to have it with you?
He walks over and he pulls out a pouch and sets it on the table. I always prepared, am I?
Well, Flynn
Marcus,
will
make a little room there.
yeah, Flynn will kind of scooch over a little bit, making some room. Please, join.
Great. And he dumps out the pouch, and you see that there's a collection, a little mound of bone dice here. And there's probably easy 20 D6s. He's like, do you guys know how to play killer dice?
Nope. You can
Can't
teach us
say I'm
that.
familiar with.
Wow, it's the greatest game ever. I used to play it with my comrades in the Flaming Fist until they caught me playing dice during my shift, and I got put on suspension. But
Ouch.
it's okay. It's gambling pays the bills better than the fist does anyway.
hey, are these real bone? And Flynn will be kind of picking them up and checking them out. He's actually going to be checking to see if they are weighted or,
Do a perception
dice.
check. Or an investigation check. You can choose. I guess this would be more investigation, but whatever.
Yeah, I'll use investigation. Oh,
Hmm.
well, there you go. Seems legit.
Finest ivory.
Aye, they are actual bone. I made them myself from the bones of, executed criminals. I thought it was appropriate for a set of killer's dice.
Yeah, Queens.
So,
That sounds amazing.
the rules are simple, okay? We each take 2 dice, and then we roll all at the same time. If you roll a 1, you're dead, and you're out of the game. If you're not dead, you get to keep playing. And we keep rolling until either everyone is dead, or until one person remains. And at the end of 6 rounds, whoever is still not dead, the person with the highest score wins.
Okay.
All right, good. So 5 coins on the table, and he puts 5 gold pieces up on the table. Antian, come on.
That begs
I-
the question: did we get
Gold?
our payment from Zod yet, or no?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, come on now. One of you has to have coin.
Flynn will put 5 gold pieces on the table.
So will Thorin.
At this
Oh,
moment,
what the heck? I will too.
That's the spirit.
at this point, like Marcus is actually like pulling out parts of his armor, trying to find all the spots where he's got cuts, because he's honestly he's like half dead.
Don't worry, guys. I'm a ace at dice games. Just remember, Tarina.
So there's 3 people playing along with the human.
And Jabber's gonna just stand up and watch.
Okay. All right. All at once, count of 3. We're all going to roll our dice.
And what size dice are these?
Six.
Yeah, so you roll 2d6. Is everybody ready?
Yep.
Aye.
Shaky, 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 shaky.
1, 2, 3. No, I'm dead. Ah, Flynn is dead too.
Okay, so it's Thorin and Alicia left.
And Thorin. Thorin, isn't it even a rod?
He has a 3 and a 6.
If you roll a 1, you die.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Okay, so it's the 2 of us, Thorin.
Yep. Do you want to get another count, or should we just keep rolling?
Do we want to get what? I missed part of that.
Well, there's 6 rounds, and we keep rolling until either we're all dead or there's one person left standing. We roll for 6
Okay.
rounds of this, and whoever is left standing at the end, either if there's one person left, they win. If there's more than one left, they check score. I don't know how it goes. Everybody 5 more times.
Okay, well, or let's just roll one time. 'Cause
Hello,
if one of
there we
us
go.
dies, then we don't have to do the full 6 rounds.
You have to play the full 6 rounds.
Oh, I'm dead.
Darn it!
Ah, and we all are dead. So in this case, we get to take our coins back, all of us, but we leave 1 in the middle for the next ante.
I see. Hey, that's a good rule.
Aye. It's what happens when you all lose.
So we take 4 back, but leave 1 in for the next ante?
Yep. So then he takes out 5 more coins and puts it in the middle again.
Yep, Flynn does as well.
I can't.
Then
Well,
you're out.
Too rich for me, I'm out.
Thorin slides another coin onto the pile because he didn't take it.
All right, so there's 18 coins in the pot now. He looks around. Are you ready?
Ready.
1, 3, ha!
Whew. Double 6. Wow.
Where's Thorns? Oh, is that the 2d6?
Yep.
Ooh, we all survive. Okay, I see ya. At least I got 12, though. Hard to beat. He picks up his dice and starts shaking them next to his ear. Are you ready?
Ready.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, all still alive.
All right, yeah, make sure you keep a running score of what you're at. I'm at 21.
I'm at 22.
All right, round 3. Whoa, so many still alive.
It's getting tense.
He reaches his arm over and pulls Flynn real close, almost strangling close. All right, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Holy crap.
Come on, Flynn.
All right, round 5?
Yep.
Oh no, Thorin!
Ah! 10, 18, 20.
Here it is.
30. Okay,
Be
let's go.
ready.
All right, so now the person with the highest score wins the pot.
So I got 54.
I have no idea because math.
Quick question. Can I see anyone that looks like a bouncer?
My first roll was a 12. There it is. Plus 9, 8,
Waiting for the math.
8, 10.
One point.
How much was yours, Flynn?
54.
Oh, yay!
He still has his arm around you, right? And when you announce 54, he kind of pulls you away from the pot and he's clapping you on the back. He's like, "Oh, congratulations. You seem to have
Thorin
won."
is gonna Thorin is gonna sling an arm around his shoulder too, and say, "Ah, it was a lovely game. I guess we'll be off with our winnings now."
No, 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 no. The sportsman thing to do would be to buy me a drink. I did lose after all, and it's the least you can provide.
Absolutely. That was actually going to be my suggestion that for introducing us and an entertaining game. Let's I'll kind of see if I can get the attention of the captain. Excuse me, Captain.
She holds up a finger like one moment.
So now, how did you get out of the flaming? You were suspended for gambling. On
Well, it wasn't gambling that they charged me with. It was dereliction of duty.
I wonder if we could manage that. We got conscripted into the fist.
It doesn't matter. It's only a 10-day suspension, but the lack of funding can be troublesome.
Yeah, well, there's that.
Well, say there, Skodrick. Or whatever your name is. I think you've got a little name tag there on your vest.
Oh, did I not introduce myself? Oh, clumsy. Skodrick Salakar. Nice to meet you.
Flinker.
Would you happen to know the owner of this place?
Aye, he comes and goes every now and then, usually with a posse of hired meat and muscle. But the word from the fist is that the Van Thampors make their wealth. What is the word for it? They loan money to those in need, and then they take it back with interest.
They're loan sharks.
Aye, that's the one. So it's customary to see him down there in his quarters, with many other people coming in to help out every now and then. Hey, Tarantagash! Alright, you gotta roll the d10 and tell me whose it's for. Although they're about to take a rest. I am.
Well, I wonder what we want to do about
Would you
that.
happen to know how a fella could get an appointment with him?
From what I know, you just walk down the stairs.
Thank you kindly, my good friend. And he will slide one of the coins off of Flynn's pile towards Scott.
Well, no, you won't. Flynn already has his gun.
Skadjik reaches out and takes the coin from the pile. Oh, thank you very much. This means so very much to me. I had thought about stabbing you in the parking lot, but you're good people.
As are you, Skodrick.
So, do we play more?
I think my food will be arriving shortly, and I don't want to mix food with gaming. But hey, you know what? I'm probably gonna. You spend a lot of.
You cut out Spartan.
Yeah.
Sorry. Do you spend a lot of time here?
Here, there, just kind of wander from tavern to tavern.
Well, if you see me in another bar, feel free to approach. I'll give you a chance for you to win you.
Appreciate you. He starts to amble off. At this point, hanging out in the tavern and not doing anything of importance, playing dice, eating, drinking, it's light activity. You can go ahead and complete a short rest.
Sounds good.
Actually, if if you guys are willing, the captain comes over with your food, and seeing you guys are kind of lounging about for a bit, she's like, "Oh, you're welcome to stay as long as you'd like. As long as you keep buying food and drink, you can hang out as much as you want. The tavern doesn't close. We all just take shifts, and we're always open."
Thank you.
Flynn kind of looks around at the rest of the people. Hey, if we were to, would you mind if I is there somewhere I can kind of work on a little project that I've been doing? I don't want to disturb the customers though. It might get a little noisy. If you've got like a quiet corner somewhere I can.
She kind of eyeballs you for a moment. Can I trust you?
Sure. I'm a craftsman, you see.
Sure. I know that's not how this really works, but so she looks at you and she's like, "All right, here." She hands you a key. Back by the stairs is a door, leads into my cabin. As long as you promise not to disturb any of my personal effects, you can use my space for your project.
Well, my dear, you have yourself a deal. I guess I'm off to the captain's cabin.
Wasted no time, I see.
I give Marcus a wink and head off.
When you go into Leirella's cabin, you see it's full of mismatched furniture, including a bed with carved posts to resemble half-clad mermaids, a nightstand, a wardrobe, a writing desk with a fur-draped chair, and a small dining table surrounded by 4 other chairs. Near the foot of the bed rests an ornately carved sea chest that is sitting slightly ajar.
Can I see into it without
No.
opening?
It's cracked, so you would have to open the lid in order to see what's inside.
Okay. Well, Flynn is going to keep to his word. He isn't going to do anything to cause any trouble, so he's just going to work on his
Damn it! I set the bait. He didn't bite. All right.
And he's going to do that as part of a...
So you're gonna work on making Deuter. Got it.
Yep.
So for the rest of you, so Leirella put it out there. I'm gonna repeat it. You're welcome to stay as long as you like, as long as you keep buying food and drink. So she's offering you the opportunity to just kind of sit and hang out in the tavern to take a long rest, provided you keep buying alcohol.
Would be an estimate of the tab we'd put up for that.
Did Flynn take his gold coins?
Flynn took all of his stuff.
So you took the winnings pile?
Of course I did. I took the winnings pile as soon as I won it.
There's no reason you couldn't just go and ask him, like, hey, can we borrow some money?
Yeah.
I mean, it can't be that much. That's what I'm asking for an estimate.
Well, how much? Okay, let's try and work this out because funny.
3 coppers an hour per person times 8 hours.
No, I don't. Well, if you really nurse your drink, maybe that's like 1 drink an hour. I think an average estimate would be 2 drinks an hour, right?
Also, it was just gonna be a simple 1 or 2 gold pieces.
Well, so that would be
6 copper per person
silvers.
per 8 times 8.
Yeah, so 48 copper, so that would be like 5 silvers.
240 copper, which
Or silver 2.5 gold.
2.5 gold. 2.5 gold
The
to
whole
buy
drink.
alcohol for 8 hours. Well worth it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
A long rest.
Yeah, you guys can take a long rest, but then, what do you think drinking alcohol for 8 hours does to a person?
Oh,
We
I
just
am
have to buy it. We don't have to
proficient in
consume it.
well, then where are you putting it?
Yeah, nobody said they weren't.
I am a dwarf. This does not faze me.
Oh, well, Marcus hasn't like a single thing that's been handed to him. So far, he's been using it for alcohol, burn the wounds.
Jabberjaw drinks it. He's been dead.
Yeah, no, I'm not buying it. Because this provision that I'm giving you is on you guys have to hang out and drink alcohol. And we're not gonna try to meta our way around it. Oh, I didn't say I was drinking it.
Well, then I guess Marcus wouldn't do it then.
So you're not gonna. Okay, your choice.
All right, so we are 8 drinks. Well, calculating for. We should break down about 1 drink an hour. So we're only up about 8 beers.
Cool. Everybody make a con save versus poison.
Perfect.
Oh boy.
Thorin, you have advantage, right? Because dwarf.
Yep.
Yep. Wow.
So Alicia's the lightest weight here.
Doesn't.
Then you got this tiny little gnome drinking like a champ.
Yeah. So you guys, you're all quite inebriated, but you're able to maintain your senses. Nobody's getting sloppy, so you avoid. There's no penalty incurred.
With any luck, the fist will can us for drunkenness.
All right. Long rest completed. What's everybody doing?
Oh, so what do we want to do? Did we see much of the way of traffic going up and down those stairs?
No, not really. You haven't seen anybody go up or down.
Well, so what do you think? Do I want to go see if
No, that my
the
senses are
mystery's done?
clear. And my tongue. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Now that my senses are clear and my tongue's lubricated, I think this is the perfect time to go take out a large loan.
Right. I'll
Hey,
back you
guys.
up with that.
So, you guys want to see something cool?
Ooh,
And
yeah.
everybody just kind of leaves and goes downstairs.
Oh, well, Alicia will turn around. Yeah. What? So what did you do with
It's
your
my,
T3?
This, and I, this
Ooh.
mechanical dog-like creature comes out ornately carved, sort
How
of
large
made
is
out
it?
of different plates. It's medium size.
Well, so do I kneel down to be at its height?
It's like a really big dog, like a like a full-size wolf.
Okay. Well,
Like chest height.
hi.
This is Skiath.
Say that again?
Skiath.
Skia.
That's right.
So what does it do?
Kind of like a battle companion, I guess. Can help protect. Can help fight. All kinds of.
Well, cool.
Plus, it's infused with magic, so it has a couple of little tricks up its sleeve too.
Well, cool. Hey, the guys, we're going down to take out a loan.
Okay. Sure, why not?
So come on.
Flynn will follow down as well.
Okay. As you guys head down the stairs into the lower level, you see the tavern here. The bottom floor has been turned into a lounge, and it fills the entire deck. It's lit by oil lanterns hanging from the 8-foot-high ceiling by foot-long chains. And the windowless deck contains a bar, several couches, coffee tables, and other tables where patrons can socialize and gamble. You see that there are several large, heavily armed and armored men standing around the deck here, arms crossed, glaring at you as you walk down the steps. And at the far side of the lounge, you can see a man sprawled out on one of the couches. The air here is hazy, and there is a sickly sweet scent hanging, and you can see there are several empty wine glasses scattered around the floor. And he seems to be snoring loudly.
Anything odd about the haze? Is it just making me cough, or is it making me feel woozy or anything?
Well, I would say neither. It's just kind of foggy, and it's got a smell not unlike incense or tobacco, but it's definitely not tobacco.
Could Thorin make a perception check to tell what it is?
Sure. Although maybe not perception. I think if anything, it'd be like history or nature. See if you've encountered this before.
Yeah, Flynn would like to make a check for that as well, if he could.
Sure.
Alicia hasn't a clue.
Flynn and Thorin exchange a knowing glance as you recognize it to be devil's root. It's a common substance used recreationally by people throughout Faerun.
Been having a bit of the hookah, hasn't he?
Certainly seems like it. I don't know how much for conversation we might have, given his.
So, Thorin, we're following you.
Thorin, as you work your way towards the back of the chamber, you can see him again, still sprawled out, legs propped up on the coffee table, snoring loudly. But perched on the back of the couch, he's sitting up on its hind legs, and it's slouched over, and it kind of stares and clicks as you guys walk by. It's a creature with a purplish-hued skin that seems to rise off of it in many sharp, long spines.
Well, he's cute.
Kashara is a she.
She's cute.
Thornton.
Go ahead.
Thorn will clear his throat. Mr. Van Hamster, Van Thamper. I hear you're a man who's very generous with his coin, provided he always gets it back. Oh, you're sleeping, aren't you?
She reaches down and gently pushes him on the shoulder, and he kind of whoa. She's like, "Master, visitors." He looks over in your direction, and then he sees the rest of your party lingering behind you. Ooh, like, what are you doing, man?
I heard you're the man to see about a loon.
No. If we're gonna talk business, I need a drink first. You can't just wake me up and start just talking things at me. And he snaps his fingers, and the Kenku at the bar immediately ducks down and starts, frenziedly whipping together drinks. He's like, you gotta tell your guys to come up here. Like, they're way over there, man, and I don't want to, shout.
Thorn will wave the others forward.
Yep, Flynn will move.
So, why did you say you were here?
I was looking for a loan.
Alone. Alright. The Kenku starts coming over with a tray of champagne flutes with a fizzling champagne, and he starts handing them out, and Ambrick takes his and quickly throws it back. And he looks around to the five of you. Oh, now don't be rude. Come on.
Thorn's game.
Flynn will take one.
As will Alicia.
And Jabberdall does the same.
Not so sure about mixing drinks, but hey, whatever.
It's
Only way to live.
It's all good, man. Life's a party. You gotta dig it. It's fine. it's we can talk specifics of this loan here in a minute, but I'm still waking up. Can you tell me just who are you? I don't know you, man.
I am Thorin Smokebeard.
Smokebeard. Uh-huh. He starts reaching into his jacket pocket, and then he looks at you, and he notices the flaming fist badge, and he's like, oh, all right. Are you cool, Thorin Smokebeard?
Cool temperature-wise or temperament-wise?
No, man, not any of those. Like, are you
Flynn's
cool?
Nudge him. Like, look, we're not out to get anybody.
So you're not cops. You know, if you're a cop, you have to tell me.
We were conscripted.
Yes, we have a vested interest in the safety of the common people of this city.
But we haven't been paid.
Ah, okay. That's why you need the loan, huh? Does anybody else need a refill? And he holds up his finger, and the Kenku again just kind of rushes off over to the bar. Starts leaning down, grabbing champagne bottles and pouring furiously.
Mine is sipped down noticeably, so I'm obviously drinking it, but I'm still sipping it.
Yeah, Flynn's drinking it, but he's not throwing it back. He's drunk a lot over the last 8.
It is much nicer than the stuff upstairs.
Yeah, it's bad business to be rude, right? Like, you have to be amicable if you want people to bring their coin to your establishment.
Sourdough will take another one.
Alright, so how big of a loan do you need, little man?
Oh, I was thinking about, I don't know, 4,500 gold pieces?
Four and a... What on the God's green earth do you need 4,500 pieces of gold for?
Oh, well, you see, I'm a blacksmith, so it helps me with special supplies for some of me more exotic orders.
Ah. Well, that is quite a fortune you are asking for. We usually don't deal in such a large sum. I don't even have that many coins on the boat, man. Like, what? You ever done this before? Like, he starts patting his coat, and he pulls out a sack, and he throws it on the table. He's like, I got maybe 200 gold coins there. I think that's all I carry on me. 4.5. 4.5. Do you hear this guy? And all the thugs start laughing.
Thorin is going to look him in the eyes. I was told the Van Thamplers were a successful family.
His face goes grim, and he's like, hey, I mind you, we may be friends at current, but don't you go disrespecting my family.
I think he is more just stating that we had it under a very good authority that the Van Damper had recently had a very successful windfall, and that they were flush with money at the moment.
Oh, well, dear old mum is a patriarch, isn't she not? We're always flush with cash, but it doesn't mean our assets are available for these small loans that we like to give out.
So this isn't an official family business?
He gives you a sly smile. Wow.
Everybody needs a side hustle.
And then he kind of taps his temple and points to you. He's like, exactly. That's right. You see, there's family money, and then there's my money. And even my money is family money, which is why I need other money. You know, money that the family don't know about.
And can you say with an absolute certainty that nobody else in your family might be not giving you all of their earnings? How much of your business is their business, and how much of their business is not yours?
He kind of rubs his eyes sleepily, and with his eyes still closed, he starts to talk. He's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know what you just said, man. That was like business and money is business, and my head is spinning. I don't even.
How involved are you on the affairs of your family? And by members of your family, I mean those who might be a little bit less concerned with the well-being of the city.
Oh, not at all. I just like to hang out here on my boat, have a party, you know? Speaking of, I see empty glasses. How about you? Points at Thorin.
Thornton will bring his glass up like yes.
And he points over to the Kenku. Something special this time. My friend here, he likes something a little stronger, yeah?
Everybody's typing.
I definitely wouldn't mind something a little stronger.
All right, so
Okay, that's worth having typed.
so he orders up another round of drinks. These ones come in like a martini glass, and it's some almost phosphorescent green liquid. It's like, come on, bottoms up.
And Alicia shakes her head slightly and shows that she still has almost half a cup.
I'll take mine,
for
but I'll
her.
let him start drinking his before I drink mine.
He starts drinking it right away. He doesn't even hesitate.
Yep.
All right.
Flynn's going to drink his. He's already finished his other one, so he's gonna take the new glass, start drinking that one.
So let me ask you guys a question. What's with all the questions about the family business?
If we're going to borrow a substantial amount, we want to make sure that it's a reputable family we're doing business with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: if we're borrowing a huge amount, like a large amount of money, you know, to be able to get by and what have you, I know you guys do the loans and everything, but like if you're like the whole family starts like getting involved, you know, we need to know that, like, I mean, we know you're cool, but like, is your family cool?
They're my family, man. Like, what do you mean by are they cool? Of course they're cool.
No, I know what you mean. I know you mean they're cool. I mean, but I mean, are they cool? You know, like I have family. They're cool, but like they're not cool. You know.
He turns and he looks to the devil perched on the couch. He looks back at you. Like, what are you talking about, man? I feel like there's something else, but you're just not saying it.
Well, I mean,
come on, we're
we don't
pals,
wanna,
right?
Just if you know, we don't want to be getting into it with like your whole family and having like brothers and cousins and uncles all coming up to us and, you know, saying, hey, remember this time that this happened, and you know, we want to deal with you and keep it at that. You know, we don't want to get into it with like the whole family. We just want to.
Why would you get into anything with the family? You're dealing with me.
That's right. That's what we want. But sometimes, you know, you do a favor for somebody, and or somebody does a favor for you, and then other people that know them start saying, "Hey, remember that favor that so and so did for you?" Well, you owe me something now, and that kind of thing. You know how Baldur's Gate is.
He kind of
Everybody
blinks
wants a piece of the
glassy-eyed for a moment. And then he just starts nodding emphatically. All right, man, that sounds legit. Yeah. You make a deception check, please.
Sure. Well, here we go, guys.
Exactly how drunk does he look?
Incredibly drunk.
I'm going to say probably not drunk.
Oh my god. So he keeps nodding his head. He's like, yeah, man, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, I already said that 4.5K dragons, that's not something I can just produce. Is there anything else I can assist you with? Or if not, I got some shut-eye I need to be getting back to.
Well, Flynn, I think you're a bit smaller of a shop. You might have a bit smaller needs than me. Maybe you need some gold.
Well, I thought the 4.5K was for all of us to do stuff, not just for you.
Oh no, that was just for my shop.
What? Man, I just want a couple hundred gold.
Oh then, yeah, step forward.
Alright, Flynn, you go to take a step forward, and you feel like your feet are real heavy. And your knees buckle, and you're having a hard time standing upright. And
Flynn?
anybody
Okay?
who accepted a drink from Amric, make a con save, please.
Against poison or just a con save?
Against poison, correct. Jabber failed. Alicia failed. Thorin passed. Flynn failed. If you failed the check, you are unconscious, as you have unknowingly ingested stupor poison. And you will be unconscious. Where did I see it? Oh, torpor, not stupor.
Thorin is quickly nudging Marcus. Marcus, help! Help!
Oh no, this was completely unexpected when you took drinks from a known adversary. Oh no.
Alright, for
We
4
thought he
hours,
was
you are
cool.
unconscious. So the only people still awake would be Robot Dog, Thorin, and Marcus. And as everybody else falls asleep, all the thugs draw their weapons and start surrounding you.
Alright, boys. You have two choices here. First choice is accost us. There's a huge ruckus and more blackfist than you can possibly
think
deal
you
with.
should
Swarm
be
this
quiet.
place.
You
Or
see,
you
currently,
let us walk away from you.
all right, he's gonna he clicks his fingers, and one of the guards is going to attack you from behind. And that's Amric. That's the wrong sheet. You take 6 bludgeoning to the head. And then he looks at you and he says, "Next time I tell you be quiet, you keep your mouth shut." Now, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You guys are going to pick up your friends and you're going to get your asses off my boat. We cool, man?
Very cool.
Go on. Get.
Thorin is gonna nudge Marcus. You got any plans?
Let's just get our allies out of here because shit is coming. But
Thorin will take some rope and strap Flynn to the mechanical dog.
Besides, we told the captain we weren't going to make a ruckus.
All right, if you guys are gonna gather your party and leave, nobody bothers you on your way out, and you're able to exit. No problem. Altone, you still around? Nope, in the game. Yet. All right. Let's take a quick break. And I will be right back.
All right, quick 5-minute break.
Run that ad.
Oh, good. More tea.
So, were we just supposed to, like, kill him?
I don't think so. I mean, I didn't really understand what you guys were planning to do with that whole loan thing, aside from, I guess, learning that he is a Van Thamper and therefore not to be trusted.
Oh no, I just won 4,500 gold pieces. I was gonna buy 3 sets of plate mail.
Well, whatever
Hell,
was there, it's gone now.
I can make you some plate mail.
Well, I know I could too, but getting the gold instantly would be, because I didn't think he was gonna stick around long enough to remember that we were in serious debt to.
Okay, I'm back. So, is everybody else? Are there still others AFK? Or am I busted right now?
You said 5. I think some people are walking out.
All right. So then, what are you guys going to do next?
Next, the only option is to go to the Van Tamper estate.
Although we do
Thamper.
need to sort of know what we're looking for.
Yeah,
You do know what
part
you're
of me-
looking for.
We just
Their
need to
connections
connect
to
them
the
with the
cult.
cultists.
Yeah,
I didn't see anything cult-like here.
you saw Van Thamper.
with the devil.
He did have a
That's
devil.
true. That's true. He had a devil looking over his shoulder.
Though is having devils really a crime in Baldur's Gate?
Probably not.
Was it smaller than a peacock?
No,
I-
it was a medium-sized creature.
I mean, I hear they breed some pretty big peacocks in Baldur's Gate.
Alright, how about this? Let's go back to the fists, explain to them that we suspect the Van Damper. At very least that way they know where we are going and what we will be doing. That way, in the future, if we get poisoned and captured, then at the very least there will be people that know where we are. In the meantime, we do need to find out if the Van Dampar are connected to the cult. We believe that they are, but we need proof, especially if one of their heads is a patriarch. So, if we go in there, as I said before, we have two options, because I don't believe there's any middle ground with this group. We are overt or covert. And at the moment, I think our covert options are very limited.
That sounds like a pretty fair assessment.
So, if we suspect a Van Dampar, we definitely need to involve the Fist, so that at the very least this is official. The problem
Yeah, I don't
is,
suppose
would they be
Zodge
happy
will
with us?
care about us. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say that the Fist might not be happy that we are involving the Van Dampar. Who knows how many pockets they might already have in there.
That's true. With any luck, they could warn us off.
I'd like to remind you guys that the Flaming Fist is entirely funded from the patriarchs of Baldur's Gate.
Ooh, he might warn us off.
Hi, Maj.
Maybe we just tell
So-
Zodge it's the Van Thampers and then we leave it to him. Then it becomes his problem.
Yeah, but if
Yeah, I
he's-
like that.
But if they're being paid by the Van Thampers, they're not going to do anything about it.
Exactly, my friend. But our responsibility is taken care of.
He did say that he wanted us to en route the cultists that were at that location, and I believe we have done that. And if he does not like that our investigation led to the Van Dampar, then it's kind of his prerogative.
Maybe we don't tell him that it led specifically to the Van Thamper, but say that we have another lead, that it could be a little more deep rooted than we thought, and maybe we can continue on the investigation. Maybe not get too much into specifics.
That could work.
Maybe the best option if they're paid off already, because it seems the Fists don't have much regard for the common man anyway.
But at least if we go to the Fist and, like, sort of hand in the job, as it were, we can get paid, and maybe go in a little better armed.
I'm all
That's-
for getting some more information at the very least.
As for myself, all I have is this dagger. I could do with something a little hefty.
So is that the plan? Head to Zotch?
Check in with him at the very least.
All right, head to Zod.
Okay. You guys begin traveling back to the Flaming Fist headquarters. And as you travel, you all need to roll me a perception check. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I hope I've gotten all my nat ones out of the way now.
Yikes. Alright, well, Jabber, Flynn, and Thorin. The three of you, as you are walking down the main road, realize something. It's quiet. There's no citizens walking down the street. There's no people kind of lingering near their homes. The road has been deserted. And as you look around, you can spot several people standing off to the side of alleys, stepping out of houses, and they're all too familiar. Men wearing heavy, dark cloaks from head to toe, obscuring their faces, Others wearing chainmail and large shields with a red with a red bloody handprint pasted on the side, and others carrying large flails that end in silver skulls. As these cultists amass in the road ahead of you, they block your passage. You will come with us.
The town seems so peaceful for once.
So, brawls in the street, is it now?
Thorn is just gonna sit there, like slowly counting as he points at each one. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You broke up our hideout.
Flynn is going to raise his hands.
Yeah, I think we want to go with them.
Flynn doesn't say anything. He just
They
raises
look
his hands.
exactly like the ones from the cult house.
I would not be so sure about that, Alicia. At the very least, getting captured by these people is a fate worse than death.
Oh, we didn't say you were coming with us alive.
Yeah.
The necromites of Miracle start raising their hands in the air. We'll resurrect you from the dead, torture and kill you 100 times for what you did to our hideout.
Right.
Alright, sounds good.
I really don't want to go through that again, guys.
Well, okay.
Wow. If I rolled 3 4s for initiative, I was going to be very sad. Well, Thorn, you're up first.
Yeah, this time is not gonna go like the last one, and he's gonna point at let's pick this one, and he's gonna cast heat metal as their armor starts smoking around them.
Ooh, alright, roll damage. Cool, so it's 10 fire at the start of his turn, correct?
And yep.
Yep.
No, it's 10 fire when that goes off. And then on my turn as a bonus action, I can make him hit it again, and I believe he also has disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks.
Yep. And we're gonna mark him with this little fire right here. Cool, heat metaled. Make sure, why aren't you concentrating? Done? Yeah, you're done.
Hey, does that look like scarily familiar?
Why, yes. It does.
Okay. Flynn is going to draw his dagger. And as a bonus action, he's going to command his pet to move with him. And then for his action, for his turn, he is going to take the dodge action.
Alright, the necromites. 90 feet. Yeah, that's everybody. The necromites in unison, they raise their hands into the air, and then they bring their hands down quickly, violently forward in a raking gesture. And as they do, you can see these blue ethereal claw marks materialize in the air above Alicia and Marcus. Alicia. Marcus. Well.
I'm hit.
Yep, you take 9 necrotic. And then it's your turn.
Ouch. Okay, so I am, and they're still way back there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and my tolls didn't work very well before, but I'm going to try it anyway. I'm going to toll this guy here with Tempest S. It worked!
He takes 2 damage.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
I'm just excited it actually worked for a change. Okay. And I am going to move this way.
Jabber.
All right, I'm going to step up a little bit and cast Bane on the 3 in front.
That's subjective. Which 3?
Sorry.
So the 2 night blades and then the fist, the fist that's under heat metal.
Yes.
Okay. So that is charisma save. It's not with advantage. So fail, pass. The necromite. The disadvantage is on attacks and checks, not saves from heat metal. Doesn't matter, he failed. And we'll mark Bane with Scully thing.
All right, and now I'm going to move back a little bit. And I'm done.
And then the fist. 35 feet. No, it's too far. Alright, we're just going to move 30 for now. $30. And then I got really confused for a second. Those 4 are all going to take the dodge action. They are all wielding maces, and they can't get any closer. And that'll be the Nightblade's turn. Alright, Nightblade next to Alicia? It's dead. Oh no.
Ah!
I'd like to remind you that these ones in the black cloaks, they are
Oh no.
they have that aura. When it moves close to you, you can feel the air around you bristles, and you feel there's something terribly wrong. That could have went way worse. You're going to take 8 piercing damage. Bar save. Those are all now part of the they're integrated in Twitch.
Right.
All right. Well, that could have went worse. Next one attacking Jabber misses, and the last one cannot get any closer, so he's gonna throw his dagger at. You're so far away. He's gonna throw it at Marcus. Ha ha ha. Okay. It's Marcus's turn.
All right. Remembering these things for being very dangerous at close range, but wanting to get it off of his ally, Marcus is going to step up and take a swing with the longsword.
Missed.
9. Bonus action. Shield bash. Yeah, you can probably save that. 2.
All right, Thorin.
Alright, first bonus action, I'm going to use the heat metal again, which I think is another 2d8. Yep, another 2d8. And then I'm going to Guiding Bolt the one next to Alicia. Or the Nightblade next to Alicia.
Okay. I think, yeah, that's a hit.
And now that one should have advantage against it.
Where's it going?
Or it's dead. That's perfectly good too. And I am going to step back with my movement.
All right, Flynn.
All right. So Flynn is going to move up, and with disadvantage because he's dodging, he's going to attempt to attack the fist with his. Actually, no, he's going to try and hit him with a shocking grasp instead.
And he's dead.
Okay, free interaction with an object. Flynn is going to pick up his weapon. He's got a flail, right?
Yep.
Flynn's going to pick it up. And
No. I'm sorry. The necromites have the flails. The fists have maces.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. Flynn's going to stay as he is. He's going to move back a little bit.
All right, the two necromites. They are going to make those slashing motions through the air again and use their claws both towards Flynn. They don't like what you're doing over there. All right, doesn't matter if they like it or not.
Incidentally, because I didn't give it a command, my pet's dodging.
Okay. Alicia?
Okay. And feeling a new, stronger surge of energy, she is going to reach out as if she was touching this guy right here, except she is going to distantly inflict wounds.
Yeah. That is a hit.
And then she's going to move.
The sorcerer, so she used distance spell.
I guess to there.
Jabber?
All right, Jabber is going to disengage, but as he does, he's going to slap Marcus on the back and tell him, "You got this," giving him bardic inspiration.
Okie doke. So then the fist. This is. These two are going to surround Marcus because he's right there. That one's dead, and this one can run forward and get right next to Alicia. So, first attacking Alicia. 15?
I'm shielding. So
Okay, cool.
that misses.
And then 2 versus Marcus. Miss. The Nightblades. This one is going to stand up. This one's going to run forward. And then we are going to make 2 attacks. Versus Mark versus Flynn. We'll do Flynn first. 17?
Yep, my thing's going to use its reaction to impose disadvantage on the.
Ah!
Ah, okay, that's a hit.
6 piercing. And then this one is attacking Marcus, and it is currently under Bane. 16 is still a miss, though, right?
Yep, raising the shield.
Cool. Then it's your turn.
All right, still focusing on this guy. Taking a swing.
Hit.
All right, that'll hit. This is probably smite worthy just because I don't want him to swing at me again. So I'll expend a first level smite and see if I can't down him. For 14 slashing and 9 radiant. Alright, then just to keep them from rushing out against other people, shield bashing that one. 22.
He's prone.
All right.
Thorin?
I'm gonna go. Let's see. How far can I move? Not far enough. I am going to start by Sacred Flaming. Let's see, how far is that again? That's 55, 60. All right, a Sacred Flame, the Nightblade next to
God, they were so much more dangerous last session.
and then I'm going to Heat Metal the one next to Alicia.
I love you, Daddy Warbucks.
Look at this guy.
You won't.
Okay. Thank you for the resub, Rar. How you doing?
That's the end of my turn.
And back to Flynn.
Okay, Flynn's going to move without disengaging.
Move without disengaging. That's a dangerous
Yep.
game.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh.
Flynn's going to move up to there as a dash action. And then there's a bonus action. He's going to command his pet to get up there with him. Actually, he's going to get his pet to run up to the
Cool.
whatchamacallit. And that's it.
Good. Their turn. They're going to take those silver flails and start whacking at your pet.
First one's a hit.
Takes 5.
What? No.
Yes. Oh. All right, Alicia.
All right. I am going to Misty Step over here, and then I'm going to move.
Thank you for the biddies, buddy. Appreciate you. 500
And
bucks,
then I am
500
going
bits will let you
to,
give someone a nat 1 or nat 20. What would you
Toll
like
the
and to
Dead
who?
on that guy there.
I saw his arrow. I didn't see yours. On who? Nat 1.
The
my pick.
mite closest to me.
Ah. Cool. DC 13. Uninjured. Does he pass?
Okay.
Right, Jebber.
All right. Pull out my light crossbow and attack the one to the left of Marcus. Yep, and that's it.
Fist. First one, disadvantage because he's on fire. Misses. The next two, attacking Marcus. 21 and 18.
Both will hit.
Total of 14 damage. And then the blades, only one of which is remaining. I'll fly down here and chase Jabber.
Crap.
Oop, sorry. 9 is a miss.
Yep.
And then Marcus. I'm going to put this over here where it's out of the way.
Alright, I just need to quickly check the language on this ability. I just want to make sure I know how far I can get it out to. Turn the tide 30 feet. Alright, so can only give it to myself and allies. Are either of you injured?
I am hale and hearty.
Don't look to be.
Alright, well, at least you're all the way over there. And as a bonus action, Marcus is going to channel divinity and turn the tide, just to give himself a little bit of health.
Bonus action?
And then he never said he stood up, so
I did. I just didn't remove the.
oh, he
the
just
marker.
take it off. All right. Then at the one that's both in the exact same health, the one that he's been focusing on, the prone one.
$14 is a miss.
All right, goody goody.
Thorn.
Bonus action heat metal on the one in front of me. And then I cast Sacred Flame on the Nightblade. A Gat of Fire pops up around the Nightblade next to Jabber as I Sacred.
Nightblade next to Jabber. Jesus, he's dead.
All will burn before Thorin.
Flynn.
Okay, well, Flynn is going to use his bonus action to command his dog to attack, but that doesn't happen until the end of his turn. So he's then going to move up. Are either of the two casters injured?
The one on the right is he's got a cut above his eyebrow that's has a slow trickle of blood, but other than that, they both seem to be quite well.
All right. Well, Flynn's going to move up to that one, and he's going to attempt shocking.
And you're going to miss.
I'm going to miss. All right. With that, the pet is going to make a bite.
That is a hit.
Sweet. Okay. That's it.
Their turn. They're going to attack your pet. Wow. I feel like this whole fight's a wash because my rolls have been abysmal.
It makes a change.
All right, I am going to move up here. No, actually, it doesn't work. I'm only going to move up 5. I can move up 5 feet. I'm going to extend my range even further, and I am going to distantly touch the one, the mite closest to me still. And I am going to, favored by the gods, that. So that'll be a 24.
It already hit.
Oh, cool.
Finished?
Yes.
All right. Attacking with the light crossbow to the left of Marcus.
Hit.
Yay! And then I'm going to move over a little bit.
Cool. These fists are frustrated. Marcus is heavily armored. They can't hit him. So they're going to run away. Neither of them disengaged. You will have your choice of an op attack.
All right, the one I've been given special attention to. See if it hits.
Nope. I walk down here next to Jabber. Bash, bash.
Oh crap!
And that's it. After which, it is now Marcus's turn.
Come back here, you brigands! Alright, so me behind this guy, taking a swing. It's been so great so far. Alright, shield bash.
I don't know if I can pass that. Nope. He's prone.
Alright.
Thorn?
Thorn is going to move up over here, look at both of the fists, and declare, "Burn!" And if
I was very
as people
confused
look
for a
at
second.
Thorn's beard and hair are slightly smoking.
All right. Flynn?
All right, Flynn's gonna slip on round to the other side of this caster. He's gonna pick up the flail from the fallen one, and he's gonna he's gonna swing with it. Is it just a normal flail?
It's just a normal flail.
Cool. Just add it to my sheet real quick.
It looks cool. I mean, it's got skulls instead of the normal ends of the flail. Spike skulls. And it is a silvered weapon. But that has no mechanical benefit here.
That's fine. Yep, I'm just gonna swing.
And is dead.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm gonna tell my. So it's gonna run on down here.
Is that a dash?
Well, it can move and dash. Like the only action it can take is a dash, but it can move.
Yes. That's why I was asking you, is it taking the dash action?
Oh yeah, I said I'm gonna tell it to dash.
You said you were going to tell it. It doesn't matter. Fucking shit. Necromites are dead. It's Alicia's turn.
That does not quite get me in range. All right, so I'm going to toll this one. Yay! That will end my turn.
Ever?
All right, dropping the crossbow is going to pull out his maul and attack the one that's prone.
Nope.
Yep. All right, and that's it.
Gonna stand up. And then we're gonna attack Jabber and Doggo. Jabber. Doggo. Where? Doggo. And then Marcus.
All right, let's see if I can roll above a 5. A what?
That'll do it.
All right. Hold on to the smites. Let's just whittle these guys down. For 11. And who has said that you could stand back up?
I don't think I can fail that.
Probably not, but
Ah! All right. I'm gonna choose to have him not fail that.
all right, that's it then.
Thorn.
I told you to burn!
That rolls a little bit better.
Is that each creature or each creature of your choice?
Of my choice.
Ha!
All right, Flynn's gonna move down. He's going to take the dodge action and use a bonus action to tell his pet to bite the
Okay.
And that would be it.
Okay, I'm gonna toll the one that the dog just bit. Okay, and 10.
Following up with the sledge-o-matic again. On this one, sorry.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Oh, okay.
All right, same as before. Attack Jabber and this mechanical dog. So Jabber, dog. Wow.
All right, slash and bash.
Darn you. Man, this whole city burned
Keep
down.
saying that, but nothing keeps happening.
Flynn.
All right, Flynn is going to move down again. Dodge action, bonus action, tell the dog to bite.
Miss.
Okay.
Alicia.
Yeah, I will keep tolling. So I'll keep tolling the one
18.
that
Pass.
finds the dog. Why does it give me?
Jabber.
Same thing. And miss.
Miss. Attack the dog and Jabber.
All just sort of waving our hands and weapons around.
Jabber. I did say dog and then Jabber. Okay, Jabber. 6. Marcus.
All right, pushing past is going to get between these two, and is going to. Man, I have not been hitting anything. Going to look down at Jabber and give him 5 points of healing on hands as an action.
Cool. Lauren.
I'm sick of you. And he pulls out his hammer and swings at the one to near the dog.
Miss. Flynn.
Flynn is going to run down. He's going to try and flail the.
Hit. It's dead.
All right, bonus action, dog attack the.
Miss.
That's it.
All right, moving closer. Toll the other one.
18. Pass. Jabber.
Disengaging and moving away.
Okay.
Hey, they don't stand.
Fist. You ran away. He's not happy. It chases because he's a crazy
Oh,
cultist. Marcus hit. He's dead. Yay!
I'll stay down this time.
That was a slog. But at least we survived better than usual.
So you look around. Now there's corpses piled and strewn all through the street. I mean, this main road of Baldur's Gate looks like a verifiable war zone. What are you guys gonna do now?
Thorn just starts
Let's-
looting pockets.
Pockets. There's daggers. There's the silver flails. But it doesn't seem like they carry much anything of value. The only thing interesting that they do carry, though, one of the Night Blades has a small black pocketbook, inside of which are some crudely drawn sketches of the 5 of you, Edgy and Nanny.
Oh no, they seem to have already gotten Edgy and Nanny. Where have they gone?
Is it a sketch of a turtle or a kobold?
Turtle.
He's fine. They're a bit dumb. Slow in the uptake.
But they were looking for us specifically.
Well, that one did escape us. They had plenty of a chance to have a look at us before they ran, so that's probably what they remembered and told them to look for. All right, Alicia, how are you looking?
Not great.
All right. In the meantime, here, and he'll place a hand on your shoulder and give you 5 points of lay on hands.
Thank you.
All right. Are there any fist about?
You're not looking too good either. Here, I'll pat you on the shoulder and give you a cure wound.
No fist. Remember, the street was deserted.
Well, let's at least pile these corpses up. Let's at least look like we're doing our jobs and being tidy.
I don't think that will much matter if the fist have disappeared.
All right,
Well,
let's go.
We're the fist.
That is very true, I guess, in a sense. Let's just pile them onto this side. I'm sure that most people have already cleared out of this area, but probably should inform the fist that they are now openly engaging us.
Hey, I'm gonna grab another one of those flails though.
Good idea, my gnome friend.
Okay. So grab the shit and then.
The Zodge we go.
Alright, you continue working your way through the city. Back to where Captain Zodge and his platoon were. And when you get there, you see that the situation has deteriorated. The refugees from El Turl are gathering in much larger numbers than before, and more of the fists have been summoned here to beat them back and to stop them from breaching the gates. You can see Zodge in the front lines shouting orders, red-faced and full of rage, as you see that the Flaming Fist here are exhausted and have probably been working non-stop since you left.
Do you think they realized they could stop all this by just letting people out?
These are people trying to come in.
Oh, these are probably not coming out now? Alright.
The
Yeah, these
refugees
are
from
the
El
refugees
Turl.
trying to come.
What I just said.
They came from a turtle that disappeared to Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, but I mean, I was remembering last time when they were trying to get out. Sorry.
I don't really know what we can do to help here.
Thorin walks up to Zodge. We found your cultists. They were in a bathhouse. We killed a lot of them. One escaped. That was our.
He wheels around on you, instantly yelling and full of fury. And? Is the job done?
Yep.
He looks to the rest of you. Is that true?
The job of going to this place and clearing it out of all cultists? Yes.
Why are you phrasing it so strange?
Because
the job was to get rid of the cult activity in my city. Is the cult removed?
We believe that there is connections. High connections.
Then why are you here bothering me? Can't you see that I'm busy? Go finish the job!
You said we weren't allowed to interrogate Patriars. It's a Patriar behind all of it.
When did he say that?
Back when we were at the gates, we said, could we... I think it was back at the gates when we first got the mission. He said, you can have anybody arrested and interrogated. And Thorin said, anybody? And then he proceeded to tell us, no one that outranks you in the Flaming Fist and no Patriars.
I don't know what a Patriar is.
I think he means patriarch.
Oh, patriarch.
So he looks at you and he waves his hand dismissively. I don't care what you have to do. Get the job done. I have too much to worry about here already to have to come and hold your hand.
All right.
Just wanted to make sure we weren't crossing a line. Let's
Go! And the next time you come in front of me, you better have some real updates, or I'll string up the lot of you.
Well, the family estate it is.
How many
Alright.
guards do you think they got for an estate?
A lot.
Slowly backs away.
I mean, by that logic, we could always go back to the boat and kick his ass then.
There's an idea. He only had what? 4
Oh
thugs?
no! Don't do that,
We
please.
saw. But,
Oh no!
yeah, I think we should probably go for the estate at this point. Of course, they might not already be aware that people are asking questions about them. Then again, their son is a drunkard.
I think this
He
is a good place to start, considering the fact that he had a devil on his perched on the back of his chair. Like he's clearly evolved.
Well, do we want to arrest him, or do we want to go and arrest the patriarch of the family estate?
Let's
We're
go
not
to
even
the
sure
camp.
we can
I
find
think
it.
it's gonna. I think it will be easier to arrest one fool on a boat than half a family in their guard.
Yeah, but we're not likely going to be able to say that the job is done, that all the cultists are erased.
Hey, but we start with him, and then when they're disorganized, we go for the estate.
Yeah, we start with him, and maybe he can get us away into the family estate without having to just assault the place.
He could have
Okay.
inside information. I mean, he
Yeah.
does seem like he's not entirely in their ilk, even if he is connected. He seems to have his own business that he might want to protect. So,
Yeah, the
That might
most
be
we have
breaking
to
our
important part
contend-
is the fact that he's separated from them, and that's something that we can use.
And he has a limited number of guards and that devil thing there. Do we know what that devil thing can do?
it's
Nope.
spiky.
it's not something
Let
you've
me
encountered
think for a
before.
minute.
No idea what it can do. Probably stab you with stuff.
I have no idea.
All right, we might be breaking our word to the captain after all. Then
Captain
So-
may be in on it as well.
Back to the low lantern.
let's bandage ourselves up a little bit. But then, yeah, I think this is just a straight up walking in and going, "All right, you're coming with us."
Flynn's going to give his pet another casting of men
Oh shit!
just on the way.
Are those flails just the same price as normal flails?
Well, they're silvered. What's the cost for silvering a weapon? Isn't it 50 gold?
50 GP a piece.
Yeah, so it would be 25 gold pieces to the value. You're just trying to sell it or use it for materials.
All right, I'll get back to what I was going to make from those. I just need to know value.
All right, so you guys travel back through town towards the low lantern, and as you approach the boat, you can see that security has been increased quite a bit. There are heavily armed thugs mulling about on the main deck of the ship.
Do I know what a Van Thamper, like, what their seal would be, or like their iconography?
No.
Do we recognize any of these thugs? Do they seem like the ones that were downstairs?
They're just faceless thugs. Thought you guys were gonna go up guns a-blazing.
Yeah. Flynn will say, I think pretense is gone at this point.
All right,
If there's
you
Rock
lots.
here, then he's still here.
All right, you lots on the boat. By the name of the Flaming Fist, we have come here to place under arrest the one Van Thamper who runs this establishment. Could he please show himself?
Yeah, okay.
Hamburg Van Thamper.
Boss says you're not allowed on the boat.
What for?
Because you're causing trouble.
The trouble is with the city. So, do you wish to bring down the entire might of the Flaming Fist upon you, or will you summon your boss so we can parlay?
Go ahead and try.
He's like, what are you doing? And he'll just shove Marcus forward. Let's go.
I was waiting for their invitation. And
Firing line, men.
Yeah, he just raises his shield and blocks the attack, clearly anticipating an attack. Go ahead and roll initiative.
I mean, a 24.
Yeah, but what makes you think you just get a free attack? If you draw your weapon, we're going into initiative.
He could see the entire way of you getting ready to throw that javelin.
That's not how the game works.
Surprise. There's only surprise if they don't expect it.
And even then, you would have to be told you get surprised. You don't just make an attack and say, I got it.
I didn't say it's surprise. I said I rolled a 24.
What'd you roll for? Did I tell you to roll?
I was making an attack.
Yeah, as soon as you draw your weapon, we enter initiative. Alright, Thorin, you're up first.
I will draw my crossbow and shoot at the thug on the ramp. And that will be, well, I will move up to, and that'll be in my turn.
Flynn.
All right, Flynn is going to move up a little bit as well. Going to move up to there, and he's going to use his bonus actions to cast Arcane Weapon on his flail. It's going to be sparking with lightning. And his pet is going to move up right with it.
All right, Alicia.
Alicia is gonna start with her light crossbow against the guy in front. Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Jabber.
Crossbow to the guy. And that's it.
Guys are, believe it or not, 12 is a hit.
Oh, all right.
Yay, thugs.
The ravens that were standing by before, you see them begin to fly off into the air. As they do, you see them change shape, becoming small winged devils. They look in your direction. You hear them chittering incomprehensibly as they fly off into the distance. Marcus.
I slowly throw a javelin.
And then the thugs. 2 run down the steps, blocking further passage, whereas the rest run around, standing near the hull of the ship, and they're going to fire down on you with crossbows. So, first the two in melee. Nope. We're gonna attack Dog and Aaliyah. First against Aaliyah. Oh,
I'm going to oppose disadvantage on that with my dog.
okay. So, waiting until you see the roll to impose disadvantage seems really disingenuous.
I
So,
guess.
yeah.
He was going to attack. Yeah.
Yeah. And he says, I'm going to attack Aaliyah. Then you say, with disadvantage. So it's a miss this time, but in the future. All right. So miss, attack the dog. And the thugs, they do have pack tactics. So since the dog is adjacent to both, second attack, 19.
That hits.
Hit for 6. And then the second, 2 attacks at you.
So
Oh, they would
I'm
both
dodging.
have advantage. Okay, so then it's just straight roll. Advantage because
Straight
your
roll, yeah.
pack tactics.
Which
Yep.
actually both would.
For 10. Then we have 4 on the top. With crossbows, we're going to attack 2 at Marcus, 2 at Thorin. I'll miss. Thorin?
I will see Sacred Flame, one on the deck. This one.
He's just gonna take it.
Pity DM.
Are you done?
Yep.
Flynn.
Right, just real quick, I need to make a con save for the damage. I got 2 attacks, right?
Yeah, you got hit twice. What are you concentrating on?
That's-
Oh, arcane weapon.
Arcane weapon, yeah. So I'm going to attack the one that's sort of immediately to my left.
Nice.
And then bonus action, get my dog to attack it as well.
Both hit.
Okay, that's it.
I am going to disengage and back up to there.
All right, light crossbow at the one at the base of the stairs. And done.
Marcus?
So, is your boss even still here? As he steps up and is going to slash and
Hit.
All right. For 15.
Alright.
All right, assistant.
So, 2 guys in melee. They will go first. Let's do the 2 against Flynn.
Okay, so if any of them are attacking me, Flynn, my dog's going to disadvantage the one attacking me.
Okay. So,
Still straight roll, so it's still a hit.
yeah. That's 8 to you.
The second one doesn't get disadvantage. Oh, damn. Okay.
And then second guy attacking Marcus. $22.
First will hit.
Then let's see. We have 4 with the heavy crossbows up top. We're gonna go 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 on Thorin. Bunch of misses. After they fire, they start working their way around towards the steps. 10, 20, up and down. And then Thorin.
Let's see. I'm going to step over here and Warhammer the guy to my left.
Nope.
Marcus, do you still have that whip on ya?
Yes.
I grab it off his belt.
Yeah, it would be right there.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Let's save.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
And Pet takes the dodge action.
Yeah, because you got no commands.
Okay, so Alicia is gonna move up to here. She's going to pull Flynn back 1 space, and that'll use up all of her movement, and then she'll use healing hands. So Flynn, you get 3 back.
It's in the channel points under the chat. You'll see the purple dollar sign for bucks.
Yeah, being on the edge of the maps. Oh, but anyways.
Jabber?
All right. First one that I can see, light crossbow. And that's
Yeah.
it.
Marcus.
How's this guy looking?
He's injured. He's been hit by
All
several
right.
attacks.
Slash for 12.
And he goes down.
All right. Then trying to trip up the guy in front. Bash.
All right, he goes prone.
All right. All right then.
It's their turn. He stands up. These guys start moving around. The 2 in the back still can't go anywhere, so they're going to use their heavy crossbows on Jabber.
Both hit.
Yep. Then we have 2 attacks versus Flynn from the guy here in the center. First attack. I even fucking paused, dude. Second attack. Nothing? Okay. This guy over here attacking Marcus.
A disadvantage.
Second attack. Hit for 5. Let me see. 2 arrows. Attacked Marcus. Attacked Flynn. Guy here on the right. Attacking Flynn.
You say both attacking me?
Yep.
Okay, first one.
Then it goes back to Thorin.
I'm going to whip the guy in front of Marcus.
Okay. Roll it. Is that all?
Yeah, that's all.
All right, Flynn's going to stand up. He's going to attack the guy in front of and use a bonus action to tell his dog to do the same.
All right, so 15 was an attack directly ahead of you.
Yeah, that's right.
And then the dog is also attacking the same one?
The same one, yep.
Okay.
Obviously, stand up, and that's it.
I'm going to toll the one in front of Marcus.
Oh.
And then turn.
Jabber. Yeah. Oh, he already rolled.
Yep.
Marcus.
All right, since they're forming a kind of front line, I guess action. No, they just attack straight then. It's not a great option. I don't want to be next to two of them, so action dodge, and then I'm gonna take a step back to here, so they can't have two people next to me, so long as the doggo is there. So you can take a swing.
All right. So you're just moving backwards, disengage?
No, action dodging and then taking a step back.
Okay.
He can take a swing at disadvantage. I just don't want them to have their pack tactics against me. All right, dodging.
Okay. The way is clear. Thugs are going to run down. First guy, we're going to go start over here. First guy attacking Flynn.
Disadvantage. That's still a hit.
Then you're down. So then he will step up. I don't know why you're on him. He's going to step up and attack Leo. Miss. Okay, and then one here in the middle. He's got no choice but to attack the dog.
Both hit.
For 9. Third guy here, same deal.
Just one hit.
And then down here, he looks at Marcus in his defensive position. He turns and looks at Thorin, and he's going to try to give him a whack.
At disadvantage.
At normal, because he has an ally adjacent to Thorin.
Blast.
Still miss. Believe it or not, I know what I'm doing.
So how high up is the dock front from the surface of the water?
I don't know. How high would it be from ground level to the top of a boat? 20 feet? 30 feet?
Well, no, I was just curious if I could shove this guy into the water.
You could try.
And if it would be like if he could just literally just climb back up next turn.
Probably. Usually the water level is only a few feet below the dock.
That's good. Gives me a chance. Athletics.
Splash.
And then I move forwards. Oh, I'm gonna get attacked by that guy. But disadvantage. And I think that's the end of my turn.
Flynn, death save. Alicia.
I am going to. Well, I'll touch Flynn to spare the dying. And then I'm going to back up and take the op attack.
Be disadvantage.
Heal Fairy 4d10
Oh no,
each to
he already
Marcus
used
and
his
Flynn.
attack anyway.
Did he use it against? I didn't hear him actually use it against Thorin.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, good. I don't have an op attack. So Flynn is stable. End turn.
Jabber.
Failed death save.
It was Marcus and Flynn. And so 19. All right, and then Marcus, it's your turn.
All right, Jabber's down. He's down. Thorin's not doing too bad, but we gotta start getting these guys. He's down. Well, since I'm not within 5 feet of an enemy at the moment,
his
since this
bubble
guy's still in
popping
the
up?
water, going to move back next to Jabber and going to give him just a simple point of lay on hands to get him conscious.
Although usually we don't let people mass heal like that. But you haven't been around, so I'm sure you forgot. Alright, so what are you doing for turn, Marcus?
Oh, I am going to step back to Jabber and give him a point of lay on hands just to get him up and moving. And moving back because I want to have Thorns back in case he needs it.
Okay. Thug's gonna climb himself up out of the water. And then all the ones that are around, they're gonna continue their attacks. Our friend here, still prone. He
He's still on.
hasn't got up yet. So let's start with making him unconscious again.
So first one, disadvantage. Oh, yeah. Doesn't really matter.
Kind of mattered. It's a miss.
Yeah, looks like it did. Yeah.
So 6 to you.
Yep.
2 more hits.
Yep.
For another 11.
It's me down again.
This guy over here in the corner is gonna attack the dog. What?
Woo!
This guy will step here. We're gonna kill that dog.
Oh, dog's dodging, by the way,
Oh, so it's just normal.
because it couldn't. Take
All right,
any
we didn't hit the
actions.
dog at all. And Thorin.
Back flipping around.
Burn!
Fail pass.
It worked for once. Can't believe it.
I know, good feeling, isn't it?
end.
Flynn. Alicia.
Tolling the one next to Marcus.
I lost a sheet. It does not have advantage. Is that all?
Yeah.
Healing word on Flynn.
Nice. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to stand up. And that's it.
What about your action?
Oh, right. I'll go ahead and crossbow the closest one to me. So this one doesn't matter.
Marcus.
All right. Going to yeah, I can't push him in any kind of useful direction anyway, so just a slash
The hit.
for 13.
Okay.
He's just gonna stand up, so there's no point in bashing.
Same way as before. Okay. We'll do the thugs down here first. They're going to focus our attacks on the guy standing in the middle who's doing all the AoE. That's not very nice. First attack versus Thorin. Nope, it's a regular attack,
That
just
hit.
cloak. So yeah, there we go, 22. For 4. And then that makes the cloak go away, so now we actually do have advantage.
Uh-oh.
17's a miss. 18's a miss. 19 will hit. 2 more. 23 will hit. 21 will hit. So hit. 3 more. 1, 2. So 18 damage. Then we have one guy over here. We'll attack Flynn.
Disadvantage first one.
Okay, so just straight roll because you're still prone. Oh, and there's 2 of them next to you.
That's still a hit.
And then a miss. Alright, also at this time, because it's the start of the round, you hear the door open as the thugs that were guarding the main room down below exit from the tap room. You also see the Kenku bartenders and Layrella herself. Who is that causing a ruckus on my boat?
We're not on your boat yet.
Alright, so there we go. That's what they're doing. They're just joining the fight this turn as they rush from the levels down below. Thorin.
Burn!
Why are you still fighting?
And perhaps a retreat is in order.
There we go. Faith will pass.
Let's see. Let's see. That was it's a bonus action or an action for that one. That's an action. Then that's the end of my turn.
Flynn's going to stand up. He's going to use the disengage action and move away.
I said
No,
you.
that's
It's
the-
the same as before. To direct
You
donate,
can move
use all the commands. It's the same.
as a
You just donate. You tell me what you want to do, and
bonus
then you
action.
make the
He's
die
going to tell
roll.
his dog to take the dodge action, I guess.
All right. Continuing with light crossbow, bottom middle.
That is a hit.
And then I'm going to step back a little bit.
I probably could.
I'm going to toll the
Run!
one next to Marcus.
Run! Why aren't you running?
And then I am going to move back.
Move back. You understand? Like you're at the entrance of the tavern here. When you run out of map, you're exiting. You're leaving the scene.
Well, yeah, aren't we retreating? I thought we were retreating.
That's what you said, but they stuck around and fought.
Okay, well, I'll just stay. I'll retreat only this far then.
All right, Layrella runs through the crowd up to the edge of the boat. She grabs the rail and looks over. Why? What are you doing? Get out of here right now! I will not tolerate this on my boat. No, they weren't. They were steered to
Still
the
not
villa.
on the
They
boat.
chose to come here for a second time. Like, they came here the first time, they fucked up the encounter, they got everybody pissed at them, so they redoubled. And then when they decided, hey, why don't we go back there a second time? It was like, oh, look, there's a ton of security. And they're like, nah, we're just going to go up and threaten and intimidate them. I'm sure that'll work out fine. Like... So, the Kenkus just kind of stand in the back, waiting to see what happens. Marcus?
All right. I guess you can grab somebody if Thorn is willing. He could grab him by the collar of his armor and start pulling him back, and just take whatever op attack he gets from this guy, and then action dash to get to our allies who are fleeing. Because yeah, we're not gonna survive if we stay.
All right. The thugs, seeing Layrella shouting at you to leave, they kind of look up at her, and an argument begins to happen. But the boss said that if they come back, they should be dealt with. She's shaking her fist. This is still my boat. And they're kind of arguing, but the guards, they end up spending their turn doing nothing, as they're not quite sure what to do. Thorn?
I'm going to retreat with everybody else.
Flynn?
Both me and the dog are going to disengage and move back.
Cool.
Ah, so now what?
Now we end the session. The party finds somewhere to hunker down and lick their wounds, and we'll come back next week and find out what happens.
Oh boy.
Do we long rest between now and then?
Sure, why not? Alright, that's going to be it for today. Hopefully you guys had fun. If you did, please hit that follow button. If you haven't already, join us in the Discord, and I'll see you next time.